Raider Nation, it's week 3. Let's get it. What's good, Raider Nation? It is week 3. Hey, I'm still pumped that it's Raider football tomorrow. I don't care if we're 0-2. We was 0-10 at one point, and I was still hyped for the next game. But yeah, we 0-2. We is heading into this game looking to pick up our first win. We're going against the 0-2 Tennessee Titans, who are also looking for the first win. And at this point, I'm really thinking it's do or die for both teams. Really, at this point, they both are coming in needing a win. They both are coming in. I mean, the difference is the Raiders played the Cardinals, in which they should have picked up a win, and the Titans in week 1 should have picked up a win against the Giants. But in my opinion, the Giants are being slept on, and then the Bills are just the Bills.
Both teams are
really going to see what this Titans team got if they somehow pull out a win against the Raiders. I mean, we're going to discuss all that. But Nate, bro, how you feeling about this game going into this game, man?
Well, coming into this game and what I'm thinking about tomorrow, key word for tomorrow, guys, is stress, because that's what we're going to have. Stress before the game, when the first play goes, like going into sleep tonight, waking up, like there's gonna be stress all over. And I mean, we're supposed to feel good, but we felt that way last week, and I'm just hoping that I'm not like too onto this, like onto a win on this game, because I don't want to do that whole thing again, because I don't want to go through that week 2 ever again. And I'm feeling okay. I'm gonna just say okay, because I don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I mean.
No, hold on. Let me get this in real quick.
Because they're hungry too. Both teams, both of these teams were high, had expectations before the season started. So, I mean, shoot.
And I got to bring up, Derrick Henry's, his ACL injury. I feel like that really is playing a part, him recovering from that. He's not running the same, and we seen it last week against the Bills. We'll do a recap because we already know what our game looked like, but we'll do a recap of the Bills and the Titans. The Titans scored. The Bills opened the game with a touchdown drive of their own, and the Titans responded midway in the first quarter, getting a touchdown of their own. But after that, it was all Bills. Stephon Diggs went off. He had 12 catches on 15 targets, 148 yards, receiving with 3 touchdowns. So whoever had him in fantasy, man, they was happy. And then Josh Allen, man, just torched them. He had 26 for 38, 317 yards, 4 touchdown passes. He was only sacked 1 time. He did have 1 rushing attempt, which was for 10 yards with no touchdowns. And bro, Nate, I'm looking at these stats from Buffalo, and I know we are nowhere near where Buffalo is. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But we got a Devontae Adams, best receiver in the game. If Stephon Diggs could put up numbers like that, why can't Devontae?
Yeah,
I know Derek Carr's nowhere near Josh Allen, but Derek Carr has the talent that he could step in the pocket, move around. He can shift. Yeah. Like, he can put up the numbers like Josh Allen put against the Titans. I can see it possible, but I want to ask you, do you see Derek Carr? Do you see Devontae Adams? Do you see this offense really putting up the numbers that the Buffalo Bills did? I'm not saying, we're going to score 41 or 45. I'm just saying, is it possible we could score maybe even 30 points on the Tennessee Titans week 3?
Yes. I actually do have us putting up 31 points. I do have, surprisingly, I do have trust in this offense coming into this game. Um, I mean, I just feel like we have like the power on the offensive side that can generate like the same outcome that the Bills did, but like not in like that sort of fashion because we have all the building blocks. We just,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I agree with you. I mean, but let's take a look at our injury report now. Like, dude, our injury report is so fat, like literally so
yeah,
fat that I had to like
it's like a
shrink the
it's
screen.
like an
Like, I went from
essay.
100 down to like 80% because it is so fat. So we have Brandon Bolden. He's dealing with a hamstring. He was limited in practice. I think he's still going to be out for this game. They're leaving it up in the air that he's questionable to return in this game, but I just don't think he's going to be in this game. Jermaine Illuminor, he was full with the hip injury. As
It's
there was
good.
some, we're going to talk about that too. There were some shifts on the offensive line, Nate. I don't know if you heard about that, but I will fill you guys in on that. Noah Feller Jr., he's dealing with a shoulder. He did not practice Thursday, but for Wednesday and Friday's practice, he was limited. He is questionable. Andre James is questionable. He did travel with the team, though. Chandler
Okay.
Jones, he just got really a rest week going into this
I
game.
thought you said arrested.
No, bro.
I was about to be like, bruh.
Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Okay, and then Trayvon Merrick, he's dealing with the hip. He did not practice for Wednesday and Thursday. He was limited. I don't know if he traveled with the team or not to Tennessee, but he is questionable. Bilal Nichols, he has a shoulder. He was limited for Thursday and Friday. He's questionable. But these are some key ones that are gonna, I feel, is gonna hurt us. Denzel Perryman and Hunter Renfrow, they are out for Week 3 against the Titans. So expect to see more of Jaylen Brown, more of Devon Diablo. And then on the offensive side, expected to see more Keelan Cole and Tyron Johnson. I would not be surprised if I see Tyron Johnson in there a couple of snaps. Jacob Johnson, he's dealing with a hamstring, but he was limited. And then Josh Jacobs, a lot of people thought he got hurt after the game. The reason why he was on the injury report, he's not injured. He was dealing with the illness. But however, today he did travel not with the team, but he traveled today to Nashville. He arrived late to see if he could get better. And they say he's questionable, but I feel like he is going to play because like you do not fly out your star running back to not play him. Like so I feel he is going to play in this game.
For the fact that this is like a for sure, like you need to
this
win.
This is really a do or die game, and this tells me you got to run the football with Josh Jacobs. If you're having to fly out to Tennessee, it's to feed that man, not like, to freaking.
You ain't gonna go against King Henry with no running back.
The thing is, I said this I said this after last week's game. The opposing offense can't hurt you if they're not on the field. Yeah. So the more our offense is,
that's why we got beat.
The time of possession stat is such an underrated stat in the NFL, and the Raiders have to win in that stat, especially the conference they're in, the division they're in. When you have, Russell Wilson, you have Patrick Mahomes coming up in the upcoming weeks, you have Derrick Henry, you have to win at time of possession. And so the injury report, that's, we're losing a lot of guys. And then we're going to go into the Titans, which they have a buttload of injuries. I'm going to let you get over here, Nate. But before we get into the Titans, how do you think these injuries on the Raiders are going to affect us?
I mean, just like, as you said, that these injuries, I feel like they were forced when moving around the offensive line. And I feel like one person that I do really want to see get some reps in is Luke Masterson. I want to see how these tests do with these guys, and I want to see how they go against starters, especially having to stop the run. That's where we need big O linebackers. So Masterson, Devon Diablo, Brown, those are I feel like are key guys to this game. and I feel like
Yeah.
we'll be, especially with Nichols. I feel like Nichols will play. Um,
I think he's gonna play too.
yeah,
Blah Nichols, he's dealing with the shoulder. He was limited on Thursday and Friday. He's questionable. So, he did practice Thursday and Friday. Hopefully, if he does play, he probably will see limited action, but still just to have him on the
yeah.
field. And the thing is, I want to see more of Malcolm Kuntz. You're having all these
Hmm.
injuries now, on the
That's
defense.
another key guy
I
too.
want to see Malcolm Kuntz in there. I seen a stat. He's only played 2 snaps this whole entire season. That cannot happen. We've seen flashes
For
last year
real.
with Malcolm Kuntz. We need to see more of Malcolm Kuntz. And then, like I said, to the Titans side, they have a boatload of injuries too. Ugo Amadi, their safety, is dealing with the ankle. He's out. Bud Dupree, outside linebacker, he's dealing with the hip. He's out. Jamarco Jones, we know him. He's placed on IR. And then Taylor Lewan, he's actually out for the season with the knee. And then Ola Adeni, outside linebacker with the neck, he's out. Danico Autre, he had a rest week. Traylon Burks, the rookie wide receiver, he's full, so he's gonna play, but he is dealing with the ankle, so watch out for that.
Yeah,
Christian Fulton, he's a cornerback. He's dealing with the hamstring injury. He's going to play too, but again, these are some, injuries to watch out for. Dontrell Hillard, he's going to play running back hamstring. Joe Jones, he's dealing with the hamstring. Kyle Phillips is a wide receiver. He's doubtful. And then Zach Cunningham, inside linebacker, because Bud Dupree is out, and then you have, a Deneni out. Zach Cunningham was probably going to be a little bit of depth, but now he's questionable. He had limited practice Thursday, and then he did not practice on Friday. So he's going to be questionable for tomorrow's game. There's injuries all over the board with the Raiders
yeah,
and the Titans. It's going to be really coming down to, like they say in basketball, it's going to come down to the bench.
yeah. Who's got the
So
better
for
depth?
this, yeah, who's got the best depth? That's what it's going to come down to with tomorrow's game. Who has the best depth? And personally, and I'm not just being biased, I really feel we have the best depth. Like Luke Masterson. The thing is, Josh McDaniels has to put these guys in. That's the only thing that will
Yeah,
hold him back. He's not putting Kuntz in. He's only played 2 snaps. Masterson, we haven't seen him. You know, Darren Butler, we only seen him on special teams. At least I only seen him on special teams for the most part. Like, we have to see more out of our young guys. We're having injuries, and I feel like we're shooting ourselves in the foot by not really rotating. Now, it's
yeah,
like now we're keeping Chandler Jones out there longer. We're keeping Max Crosby out there longer. Like, don't get me wrong, I get there are starters, but even they're human. Stamina is a thing. Okay,
yeah.
like stamina is a thing. This is
And
why
I
you,
hope they learn that from last
yeah.
game, especially the offense.
Because imagine if you have a rested, not tired Max Crosby at the end of the game coming after Kyler Murray. People say our defense, even I said our defense is tired. Well, what goes into
Yeah,
that is our offense. We'll get into that later. But it's also our coaching. Like, they're not really doing a good job at rotating players. And I'm like, I want to see more of that. Going back to our now, switching it over to what everybody of course, is going to be the talk of the town, the offense.
yeah,
Um, is his offense going to wake up against the Titans? They should. Like, let's be honest, they
yeah.
should
If
wake
they
up.
want to win a suit, like if they want to win, like our
Like, forget
like
winning a Super Bowl, bro. Can we win this game? And is the offense? Can this offense wake up? And I'm gonna bring up some stats that I was doing in our last game against the Cardinals, because I was really curious, Raider Nation. I was curious, what were the stats in the first quarter? What worked and what didn't work? And here's what I noticed in the second half to start off our first 2 drives of the second quarter. Actually, my bad. The second quarter, our first 2 drives in the second quarter, we did not run the ball a single time. And I think we punted on one drive. I could be wrong. I think no, we kicked a field goal on one drive, and then we scored a touchdown on the next drive. But that was only because Arizona was shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. Also, they committed like 2 or 3 penalties on that touchdown drive for the Raiders. But the first half stats, DC went for 19 and 25. He had 231 yards with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was sacked 1 time. Josh Jacobs had 12 carries, 29 yards, no touchdowns. He caught 1 pass for 12 yards and 0 touchdowns. Devontae Adams had 2 catches 4 targets, 12 yards, 1 touchdown. I only highlighted those 3 because I feel like that's our 3-headed monster. Of course, we got Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, but I feel like the offense runs through DC, Josh Jacobs, and Devontae Adams. That is our workhorses of the offense. And in the second half, bro, it was a tell of 2 halves, literally, because in the second half and OT, this is the second half and overtime, Derek Carr, from going 19-25, 231, he went to 6 out of 14 and 21 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. 21 yards passing.
Bro, what
Josh
is that like?
Now, here's what's crazy. The second half, you could kind of see where this trajectory was going, and there, like we said, we needed to run the ball more. Jacobs had 7 carries for 40 yards, 0 touchdowns. He had no catches, no yards, nothing. He only ran the ball. But my thing is, I splitted Jacobs' stats. It seemed Jacobs was, as the game was going on, Jacobs was getting stronger. He was running better. He was running for longer yardages. He went from 12 carries to 29 yards to 7 carries to 40 yards. His running, like, he was running better in the second half, and we just ran away from that. Devontae Adams had 0 catches for 3 targets, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at these stats, and I'm like, again, I'm going to ask myself, why didn't we run the ball more? We obviously seen where the trajectory of our offense was going. DC was not getting it done in the second half. His stats were proving it. And then you look at Josh Jacobs. Well, Jacobs, when he was in there and we were giving him the ball, he was running harder. The offense was trending upward. I don't understand that. Hopefully this game, the Raiders are going to run the ball more. That's what I'm hoping for. That's actually my matchup, my key matchup. My key matchup is our run game versus Titans defense. And really, are we going to run the ball? Hopefully we are, but it's going to be Josh Jacobs versus Derrick Henry. That's what it's going to be. It can't be Derek Carr versus Ryan Tannehill. It's got to be Josh Jacobs versus Derrick Henry. What is your key matchup?
Shoot. So they got no wide receivers.
They really just got Derrick Henry. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, for me, if you beat Derrick Henry, you beat we win,
Yeah.
Who is Tannehill gonna throw to?
But the thing is, they do got Treylon Burks, though, and you got to think about it. He's coming into a Titans group, like we said, that has no wide receivers. Now, here's my problem. People want to talk about Treylon Burks, but my problem is not Treylon Burks. It's the quarterback. Look at us. We got Devontae Adams, but look at our quarterback, like, who's throwing it.
What is kind of scary is I'm not scared about Tannehill, right? I am a little scared about Willis.
You think they'll bring Willis into the game? If Tannehill's
I do have a feeling they're gonna bring him in.
We talked about this, and we said we don't think Willis will come into the season this early. But I mean, Titans are 0-2. That's the thing. We expected the Titans at least to be 1-1, if not. I mean, I really didn't expect them to go 2-0. But if for whatever reason they were 2-0, we wouldn't have. We were assuming Willis wouldn't even see the field week 3. But now, they're 0-2.
He had a whole second half last game.
Yeah, Tannehill's not, playing up to par. And like you said, they benched him against the. I mean, I get it. The game was out of hand.
Yeah, he did.
But still, he can't. He came into the game.
Yeah.
Dude, Derrick Henry, and Buffalo, and this is why I say Raiders are not going to the Super Bowl this year. A lot of people are getting on me about that, but they are not. We have to look. We have to be realists at the end of the day. We are 0-2. I'm not saying we can't make the playoffs because we could make the playoffs, but you cannot tell me we are going to go to Buffalo. In Buffalo,
for real,
and we're gonna beat Buffalo. Like, you cannot tell me. Now, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, anything can happen." No, dude,
anything can happen, but we just learned that the wrong way last week.
Like, Buffalo is the real deal. Like, bro, Derrick Henry, 13 carries, 25 yards, 1 touchdown. Like, bro, Buffalo's defense is on another. Like, Josh Allen, he's on like cloud 9 right now. His boy's on like superstardom, just taking give him the MVP like right now.
Not only that, is that we're facing the team that they just beat. And if we don't beat the Titans, then that whole convo is better be gone, washed, flushed in the toilet, down to the drain, into the ocean. Because I don't want to hear. No, I want to hear who if I. You know what? I don't even want to lose this game. I want to win.
But
That's all I
we
want.
got to talk about that, Nate. I don't want to put it out there, but I do want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's say we go 0-3. Derek Carr doesn't have a good game. Defense has been, defense. Let's say once again, defense has been doing what they've done the first 2 weeks. They are putting us in a position to win.
You
They're
know how many
stopping the
crimes will
offense.
be committed?
They're stopping the offense. They're making, they're stopping Tennessee. They're making Tennessee, let's say, go 3 and out. Let's say Tannehill has like maybe 2 turnovers. They're getting stops, but DC just can't get it done. And we still, fall to the Titans, let's say, on a game-winning field goal. Like, let's say it's 2017, Titans win.
If we lose this
And
game,
DC can't get it done. Like,
bro, I'm just warning his DMs, bro. If you lose this game for us, bro.
Here's what's gonna make me mad is because Derek Carr could go 25 for 31, 262 yards, 1 touchdown, and final score is 2017. And people was like, "Oh, Derek Carr did enough. Derek Carr had a good game." Bro, no. You're paying a man $40 million to not throw 1 touchdown. Okay, in a league where 3 touchdowns seems to be easy. Tua's making 6 touchdowns look like it's nothing. Josh Allen making 4 bro, even 40-year-old Joe Flacco threw 4 touchdowns last year. It's been 4 years since Derek Carr had a 4 touchdown game. It's been 24 games since Derek Carr had a 3 touchdown pass game. We're going on 2 years since Derek Carr had a 3 touchdown game.
Sheesh.
Like,
people be doing that every day.
It seems like it every week. It's like, bro, man, like what? Like, if Derek Carr throws 3 touchdowns, I'm like, bro, really? Wow. The thing is, in 2016, Derek Carr was doing that. He was throwing 3 touchdowns. Like, it felt like every week Derek Carr was throwing 3 touchdowns, and he put the team on his back. In 2017, he was kind of losing a step. 2018, he went through a rebuild. 2019, he still was showing flashes of, throwing, still throwing touchdowns, but he is like, dude, you're losing a step. You're losing a step. Yeah. So if he doesn't come out in this game, dude,
that's bro. That's falling down the stairs type of losing steps.
Yeah,
if it loses
Carr,
this game.
If my advice to you, Derek Carr, just don't be on social media.
Bro, just go to church. Just go to church. Ask for Jesus.
I'm advising this. If you lose, retire.
Go to church. Yeah.
Go be a pastor. Don't even show your face around.
Respectfully, y'all. Respectfully.
There's gonna be an angry mob at Allegiant Stadium for your head if you lose this game.
The people are gonna be there not for the right reason.
They're not. Now, of course, we're crapping on Derek Carr. We could, rightfully so after what happened. But let's say Derek Carr balls out, man. Let's say Derek Carr, he throws over 350, plus. Let's say he has a great game, 350 plus passing yards. Let's say 3 touchdowns. He doesn't fumble, doesn't really have any turnovers. He protected the ball last week. Hopefully, he can be consistent and continue protecting the ball. But let's say he finally pushes the ball downfield. He finally, has that elite status in this game. Do you now? It's like, because we've seen this story. That's the thing. I want to ask you this, but we've seen this story. Derek Carr balling out, and then is that what you think that's what we're gonna get? Like, oh, Derek Carr finally figured it out. That's what we should expect of Derek Carr every week. Or is it just it's the Titans and he's inconsistent? Like, should we get our hopes up with DC? Is what I'm asking.
I mean,
if he balls out,
for me, it that's what I hope for him to do every week. Like, if he balls out, I'm gonna just tell him to be like, just do it again.
Yeah,
and then just do it again for a 3rd time. and then I could give you your props and tell him or tell the nation that we're going somewhere. Because like first of all, we're behind. Like even though we'll be like 1-2, we're still like eating the dirt of the
Yeah.
horses in front of us.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we still got work to do. And
Here's what I don't like. Shout out to the 3 people in the chat, by the way, man. Shout out to you guys. Get your
Yeah.
comments in. You guys want to talk about something? Get your comments in. Comment in. Like it up. Is this your first time? Subscribe, man. Send the link out. Let's get as many Raider fans, and even if you're not a Raider fan, man, send the link out. Let's get some football fans that love talking football. But I want to talk about DC, man, like. In this offense, we have to run the ball more, but I want to see. It's funny because we talk about Davante Adams too.
Mhm.
We talk about week 1, he got 17 targets, and then in week 2, he gets 7 targets. This is like, bro, we said to not really throw it to Davante Adams, but we didn't mean it like to not really throw it to him at all. We got hello, are you lost? I wish we were.
Sure. Imagine if we owned it. But yes, we are fans of the
We're
Las
fans
Vegas
of the Las
Raiders.
Vegas Raiders. We're fans of the Las Vegas Raiders. But man, I want to see more of Davante Adams. We've seen what Stephon Diggs did to this Titans defense on Monday night. I want to see Carr. I don't want to see you force feed it. I'm not saying force feed it, but man, Josh McDaniels, draw up plays for Davante. Carr, try to look at Davante's way, but if he's not open, man, look somewhere else. Don't force feed it. But I expect Davante Adams to eat in this game. After seeing what Stephon Diggs did, man, I feel Davante's going to have a big game.
And not only that, he ate because Josh Allen gave him more opportunities to go around. And I feel like even like obviously there was many times I was watching the game where literally boom, like 2-3 seconds, boom, Stephon Diggs is like that. Not only that, Davante Adams is like that, and I feel like Carr can be that guy. He just hasn't shown that yet, and I don't know.
They are.
Yeah.
One thing about the Oakland Raiders is when they were playing out here in Oakland, man, they could never finish. And that's another thing, another key that I want to see. The Raiders need to finish all 4 quarters. Finish
Facts.
all 4 quarters.
If you're not playing for 4 quarters, don't be there.
He said it. He sent us a chat in the last stream. They gotta win all 4 quarters. Score points at any moment, like whether it's field goals or touchdowns, but score points. Put points on the board. Now, personally, for me, I like to see touchdowns rather than field goals.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we didn't win all 4
Speaking
quarters.
of field goals, did you know that this game is going to be Daniel Carlson's first like open dome game? Like,
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like this is going to be his first like
no way, bro.
Nature not in a dome game.
No, bro, no way. Like I thought he played in Oakland, didn't he?
No.
Oh. I swear I thought he played in Oakland for like in 2019. Yeah. But no, like they still play like the Oakland Raiders, Hopefully we can keep a lead. And I think that's the thing. I feel we're gonna jump out on the lead early. I feel tomorrow we're gonna jump out on a lead. The thing is, can we keep going? Like that's the thing, it's
that's
frustrating.
What we lack, consistency.
It's frustrating as Raider fans, man. It's frustrating that we're 0-2 because we have so much talent on this team. There's so much talent on this team that we shouldn't even be 0-2. We should be 1-1. Man, hell, we could even be 2-0. Even with the mistakes
we really could.
Against the Chargers, we still should have won that game.
Both games, the defense put us in a way to win just with one drive.
Yeah. No, and I expect them to do it against the Titans too. With all the injuries that the Titans have, like Taylor Lewan being out, and then their other tackle being out, Max Crosby and Chandler Jones should feast on this Titans line.
Yeah.
The interior should feast on this line.
I'd like to see that. I like my defensive
Titans
plays.
O-line is so beat up. This Titans team is so beat up. I know we're beat up too, but like I said, I feel we have more depth in our team than what the Titans have.
Yeah.
So, and then with I think, and then tying into the offense, back to, it's gonna come down to this offense. I know I don't want to, beat a dead horse. I'm sorry for beating a dead horse, guys. But if you, I mean, I guess unless you guys think otherwise, put in the comments, in the chat if you guys think otherwise. It's gonna come down to Derek Carr once again. This game, we win or we lose, and it's going to be because of Derek Carr. Now, it could be because of Josh McDaniels. That's the thing. It could be because of Josh McDaniels and this play calling. Now, a lot of people said the play calling should have got blamed. I disagree. Like I said, you can look at the stats that we brought up earlier in the video. The play calling got suspect in the second half and in overtime. I just don't know how you don't look at the situation of the game and you still are doing what's shooting yourselves in the foot.
Yeah, you saw that Carl literally got just over 20 points in that whole first half, and you still rely on the throw in overtime.
The thing is, what I don't understand is why, again, ponder passing. You have one of the best kickers, but enough about the Cardinals, man. Enough about the Cardinals and Raiders. We're on a week 3. With all these injuries, we're going to Tennessee. We're gonna give our predictions right now, guys. I was planning for this to be a long video, but I just got home from work. I'm really beat up right now. I'm really tired. Let's get into our predictions with all the injuries, Nate, from both sides of the ball. You guys could go check it out at Raiders.com. The injury list is fat. It is from both sides of the football or both teams. It is a fat list. The Raiders and Titans are missing. I mean, we're missing 2 guys that are confirmed out. Titans are missing 4 guys that are confirmed out.
Yeah, we have some key players that are out.
We have
and they obviously
players, but they could easily not play tomorrow. How do you see this one shaping out?
I know that I said they were gonna go score 31, but I'm gonna add 3 to it. I'm gonna say Carlson just adds another field goal, and I say they're gonna win 34-26. I feel like the Raiders, I hope, are gonna be having one of those more consistent games, like they do every year. Have one of those, one of 5 consistent games. But yeah, they are playing in the Titans Stadium, which I actually don't remember if that stadium is really home advantage-y.
I mean, of course, Raider Nation travels. That's the thing. Raider Nation travels. So if we could get Raider Nation on our side and build our momentum, then Titans, Nissan Stadium about to become Raider Stadium real quick.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's what I said right there. If they get a win, boom, you got to do it again. And I see them winning 34-26 Raiders pretty comfortably.
I agree with you. I'll add 1 more to that. Or actually, no. I'll add 4 more to that. I'll go 38. I said 35, but I'll go 38. I say 38-20. We convincingly blow these guys out. Okay. I feel they're probably going to get maybe 2 garbage time touchdowns, maybe. Yeah. But 38-20.
Probably.
I feel the offense would do. I feel the offense. The thing is, Carr protected the football last week. Hopefully, Renfro's not going to be in there, so of course we won't have a fumbling problem. Shout out to Renfro though. He's still a good slot receiver, and I hope he recovers well. But we're not going to have his fumbling issues on the field Sunday.
Yeah. He's gonna think about that.
Hopefully, Keelan Cole, Tyron Johnson can step up. I feel they do. And I feel Devontae Adams is going to have a really, really big day tomorrow. EP Scorpio, he's saying he got Raiders 20-17. Hey, I'm here for it. Still a convincing win. I just feel the Titans are just dealing with so much, and there's no way as Raiders, you have to be pissed off about what happened last week. You have to be. And the Titans I'm not saying the Titans are not pissed off coming to this game too, because of course, you get, your ass handed to you on a silver platter like that, like they did on Monday. You're coming in pissed off too. But I just feel the Raiders are just gonna come in more hungry for a win. Like they know they're better than their record. They are better than the record. We know this. They have so much talent on that team where they should not be 0-2.
Yeah.
Like Devontae Adams knows this. DC better know this, that they are way better than
Bro, he better with that
like,
12
we
and 5
said
season.
this season. We said this season, if DC does not perform with this team, he is gone, or he has to be gone. There's no excuses. You are 0-2. I'm sorry, DC. Listen to the media. DC's that kind of guy. It's like, oh, I want to block out the negativity. I want to, I get all that. But no, you need to listen to it sometimes, because that negativity can also pump you up, motivate you to go out and get a win. So I agree. I'm here for 2017. I got 38-20. The game tomorrow. No, I'm good. The game tomorrow, guys. That is going to be on Fox, NFL on Fox, 10 a.m. kickoff Pacific. We are going to have our reactions to the game Tuesday. So it won't be immediately, but yes, Tuesday. Stay tuned for that. Like I said, man, if this is your first time, hit that subscribe button, join the Boudica party, hit the like. You know the algorithm, you get the more likes, so we can get this video out there.
It's
and
still
then
up in the air.
What happened, Nate?
It's still up in the air. On my channel, I'm gonna stream the game, just play by play and just showing the score. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna have. But yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are not gonna be able to like really watch the game, if you guys are like on the road, go to Natural Nate's channel. It is Natural Nate. He will be live streaming the game play by play. He won't be talking, won't really give any commentary. It's just a play by play. He'll be live streaming.
It's just info. Pretty much.
Yeah, if you guys want info on the game while you guys are like at work or whatever. Also, so yeah, we are going to give our reactions Tuesday. Hit that bell, you guys. So you guys can be notified when we are going to be posting that live, what time we're going to go live. So you guys can you guys can see our reactions, and then you guys can also come in the chat and give your guys' reactions to the game. But man, hopefully we are coming into the live Tuesday. Happy Raider fans! Yeah, we are coming
1-2.
Tuesday,
Hopefully,
victory Tuesday. We are 1-2. Hopefully we are walking out of Tennessee with the win, coming back home against Denver with the win. But shout out to you guys on the way out. Don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that bell. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And as always, Raiders.